Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Baseball Replay Journal. And here we have the Chicago Cubs here at Forbes Field to face the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates 6-0 so far at the start of the season. 0-1 now the pitch on Phil Cavarretta. Takes one high, 1-1. Pittsburgh Pirates having one of those seasons, and they have Tiny Bonham out there, and he gets the first batter Cavaretta hit out to Westlake in right field, one away. Tiny Bonham, of course, very large pitcher, about probably 6'2", 6'3", former football player in high school before switching over to baseball. 1-2 now. Bonham hails from the Oakland area, and he gives up a one-out double to Gustine, hits that one down the left field line, and Kiner just not able to catch up with that one before it hits the wall. And there's a runner on second base just like that. 1-0 now the pitch on Pafko. And Pafko grounds out to McCulloch and two away. And this Chicago Cub team has nobody who can hit the ball. I was just looking at their lineup, and man, they look bad. 1-1 now the pitch. It's 1-2 now in Hal Jeffcoat. And Jeffcoat grounds out to Castiglione, who drops the ball and is able to make the play anyway. And here comes Johnny Hop here in the bottom of the first inning. And the 1-1 pitch now comes into Hop, and it's 2-1 now. Cubs put out Bob Rush, 3-1 now on Hop. Bob Rush has a single game so far this season, which he lost. Complete game that he lost. And here comes Wally Junich, and we're going to try to run with Hop here, see if Hop has any hop. And Junich not able to follow through on that hit and run, just this little pop fly up to the shortstop, one away. And here's Ralph Kiner, 1-0 now the pitch on Kiner. And he hits into a double play, 4 unassisted at second base to 3 at first base. And Peanuts Lowry now, who's upset probably that I'm batting him fifth, gets a double to start off the inning. And here comes Roy Smalley, runner at second base, nobody out. And the count now on Smalley is 1-2. Pittsburgh Pirates so far are 6-0 this season. Lowry now moves over to third base on that ground ball by Smalley, one away. Here's Rube Walker. 6-0 for the Pirates, and I bet you when you saw 1949, you weren't thinking that the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to start off the season with 6 wins and 0 losses. Bonham is close to striking out Walker 2 balls in a row, and Walker fouls that one off just barely. Fouls up another pitch, 2-2 now the pitch to him. And there's a little ground ball to third base. We're going to throw home, try to get Peanuts out, and he is safe, unfortunately. And that is the early lead for the Chicago Cubs. Cubs have not had much to cheer about so far this season, and it's been rare that they've had a lead at any point in time in any contest. They have won one game all season. The Cubs did not exactly have a great time of things here in the late 1940s and early 1950s. Now, you might know about the 1945 Cubs that went to the World Series, and the Cubs in 46 were also okay. But I tell you, this 1949 Cubs team is just simply not good. Not good by any stretch of the imagination. And so far, at least at the beginning of this season, they have been horrible. And this is one of the rare leads that they've had here after playing about 6-7 games. It's early, I know, but you have to start winning and you have to start playing well as quickly as you can. 1-2 another pitch on Verban. He hits one back to left field. Ralph Kiner makes the catch, 2 away. And there's Rush now, and he taps it back to Tiny Bonham, who makes the play. And that's the end of that inning. And Wally Westlake now, and 0-2 is the pitch on him, 1-2 now. And that's a sinker that's low, 2-2. And Westlake hits one right on the nose to right field to Jeffcoat, one away. Here's Castiglione. Castiglione hitting .524, and he gets the little ground ball up to Smalley, and Roy Smalley throws it away. And that is the sort of season it's been for the Cubs. If you've been watching these Cubs videos, you know I've been saying that over and over again. That's the sort of season that it's been so far for Chicago. A lot of plays like that where it's just not happening. And a little ground ball there to the pitcher. They get one on the play, but they're not able to get two. And here we go. I'm going to fix my own picture just a little bit here and make it so you can see me a little bit better. How does that look? That looks a little bit better. Great. And Stan Rojek now up with the runner on first base, McCulloch, but 2 away. 1-1 now the pitch on him. There's a half swing. 1-2 now the pitch on Rojek, and now it's 2-2 as he takes that ball. Full count now on Stan. And he fouls that one off weakly. And there's a little Texas Leaguer by Andy Pafko, more than equal to the task. And up comes the top of the third inning. Bonham now, and gets Cavaretta to ground out to that's Rojek at shortstop for the first out. Gustine now, and 3-0 the count on Gustine. Bonham able to prevent from walking him at least this time, and he jams him over to third base for the second out. Now comes Andy Pafko, 0-1 the pitch on Pafko, and there's a foul ball, 0-2. Swung on, and Pafko just stays alive, but he strikes out on the next pitch. And here is Monty Bascal now. 0-1 is the pitch on Bascal. That one's high, 1-1. 1-2 now the pitch on Monty, and now it is 2-2. There's a little foul ball off to the left-hand side. 2-2 remains the count. And he pops up to right field. And here's Tiny Bonham. Bonham has always had back problems in his career. 1-1 now the pitch on him. And he swings, hits up all over left field. It's 2 away. Here comes Johnny Hopp now. 1-1 now the pitch into Hopp. No hit so far for the Pirates as Hopp takes the ball. And he hits that one off to Pafko looking for something deep, but hits it to the wrong part of the ballpark. And we go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 now the pitch on the leadoff hitter, Hal Jeffcoat for the Cubs. 2-1 now on him. And he gets a little ground ball down the first base line in past Johnny Hopp over to Westlake in right field and winds up with a double. And the Cubs are threatening again with only their third base hit of the ball game. Runner on second base, nobody out. And Penas Lowry bunts, and he beats out that bunt for a base hit. And we have to think a little bit here about what we're going to do. We're going to pull the infield in on the corners, strike one to Roy Smalley. We're going to try to play for the double play up the middle. And we thought that we got him there on that pitch, and nope. And Smalley takes another ball, 2-2 now on him. And this ball is a little high bouncer towards Castiglione at third. We are going to try for the play-to-play to see what happens. And he's called safe, and that's the second time that the Cubs have scored in one of those. Is one of those plays where you either do or die, and we have died both times trying to make that play happen. And, that's sort of the way that this game is. You take a chance. You don't know what's going to happen. And you want to get that out at home any way that you possibly can. And your question is, well, will we be able to score or not? Will we be able to make up the deficit or not? And I think that we might be able to. We have to get a base hit first. And so far, it's been the Cubs doing all the hitting. And there's another base hit for Walker. And Walker, after the base hit, who is that that's called out of the plate? It's Penas Lowry, who is called out in the bay at the plate after trying to run over the catcher McCulloch. And I don't know if you've seen pictures of Penas Lowry. I have a hard time imagining this guy barreling over the catcher like that. But anyway, this is what happened. So far, this has been a somewhat exciting game. Still 2-0 Cubs. Now runners on first and second again, this time with one out. Pirates can still get out of this with a double play without too much damage done. 0-1 now the pitch on Verban as he fouls that one off, and now it's 0-2. Tiny Bonham now tries to get his man. Bonham, of course, was a star pitcher with the Yankees, especially in 41, 42, that time frame. He gets the out at first base. Runners move up, but there's 2 away now with Bob Rush coming up. Bonham, if you know your history, 1941 World Series hero. He won Game 5 for the Yankees against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Pitched well, had a 3-hitter. And he gets the pitcher out there on a strikeout, and that ends that inning. 2-0 now Cubs, and the Pirates looking for a hit. Here's Wally Judnich. 0-2 now the pitch on Wally, and he pops that one up. Nothing happening there. And he gets the first base hit of the ballgame, little single that goes up to center. And here comes Ralph Kiner. You know that this guy who has 4 home runs so far this season can change everything in a hurry. But instead of a home run, he gets a little squibber to the left side that sees its way through. We're going to play it safe here with Junich for the time being because we've got something cooking here. And here's Wally Westlake now with nobody out, 2 men on. He swings and misses for strike 1. He fouls that one back. 0-2 now the count on Wally. And he lifts that one down the first base line, and that one drops in, and that is a base hit. And now it is a 2-1 ball game. And this is the reason why we decided to be a little bit more conservative there with the runner. Instead of trying to send him home, we wanted to give the other men in the lineup a chance to get the base hit. And Westlake came through. And the Pirates, rather, have a chance for a really big inning here with Castiglione coming up, who's only hitting .500 this season, runners on first and third. And he hits that one to short. That scores Kiner. And Westlake has the opportunity to go to third base, but we again are going to play it safe. We're going to hold back, and we're going to see if we can't get this inning extended a little bit. So what is it that the gunner used to say? All we needed is a blip, a bloop, and a blast. Well, we've got a blip and a blip and a bloop and a bloop, and let's see if we can get a blast here. We get a blast here, and this game is going to be out of reach. This is the way that the Pirates have been playing so far this season. They've been relying on a lot of this little small ball in addition to Ralph Kiner coming up and hitting big home runs in key situations. Kiner's won 2 games so far in the 9th inning with home runs. 2 of his 4 home runs have come in the 9th inning like that. And McCullough gets a little ground ball, just barely misses beating it out. Moves the runners up. You have runners on second and third now with 1 out, and Stan Rojek up there. Rojek not hitting very well so far this season, but you never know, and it might be time for him to turn it around here. Rush pops him up. No dice. 2-2 now. Full count now on Rojek. And that one's fouled back again. Working hard against Bob, and Rush gets the strikeout. Rojek needed to put that ball in play, I agree, and just couldn't do it. Struck out, and here comes Monty again. Monty Bascal playing second base. And 1-1 now is the pitch on him. That's a little sinker ball low, 2-1. Holds up, takes ball 3. That's hit to short over to Smalley, and that does it. 2-2 now. The Pirates have come back so far and have tied this ball game. Cavaretta with a loud foul, and now it's 1-1 on Phil. And 2-1 now on Phil Cavaretta. Now it's 2-2. See if Bonham comes back. Nope, that one's hit to Kiner in left field. A little bit of difficulty, but no problem for Ralph. Ralph not known for his defense, but we don't mind when he hits the way he does. 0-2 now is the count on Gustine. 1-2 now on him. 2-2, and Tiny's kind of falling behind. 3-2 now. And that one's hit over to Castiglione for the out. 2 away. Andy Pafko now takes a strike, and there's another strike. It's 0-2 on Andy. And that one misses down inside. There's a little blooper in the right center field, which looks like it's about to get by the outfielder. I think that did get by Westlake, but Judnich is there to back it up. That's good fielding by the center fielder, and that one's hit over to Westlake again. He has a beat on it, and that is the end of that inning. Bottom of the 5th inning now. Tiny Bonham coming up. 2-2 game. We have another close one here for you. We always have close ones here on the Baseball Replay Journal. If you've been watching these games, we've had a lot of close ones as Tiny Bonham winds up walking, which does not bode well for Bob Rush. Bonham's not going to do anything. He's really, really slow, and it's not a surprise that he's slow given how big he is. And yet, Hop hits a double play ground ball, but hits it so slowly that Bonham is able to get to second base. The play is made to first. Bonham now on second base, 1 out, and suddenly is in scoring position, and there is a base hit by Judnich, and that base hit scores him, and just like that, it is 3-2 Pirates. That is a key moment in this game. That's one to remember because Bonham, despite the fact that he had little speed, Hop hit that ball so slowly that Bonham was able to make it to second. If the play is at second base instead, maybe this doesn't happen this way. And as it turns out, the Pirates are able to go ahead because of Judnich's little blue base hit. And without any real sort of power in this game, Pittsburgh has now gone ahead 3-2. And here comes Ralph Kiner. And as I've said before, Kiner with one swing of the bat can put this one out of reach. That one's hit to right center field, not quite long enough for a home run, but we'll see if he scores Judnich here. And he doesn't, but the throw does get away from Walker. Kiner able to move to third, and Verban gets a error on the play. And just like that, it's 4-2 Pirates, and this is turning into one of those games, isn't it? Wally Westlake now. Wally Westlake up there with Kiner on third base. 1-1 the count on him. That's fouled upstairs 1-2, and that's ball 2-2. The Pirates win this one. It's 3-2 now. The Pirates win this one. They go to 7-0 on the season, and this has been the real story so far in 1949. This and the Brooklyn Dodgers playing so poorly. And there's a little infield, just a little dinker there by Castiglione, and he is safe at first base. Kiner would have scored that run no matter what. Now it is 5-2. 5-2 Pittsburgh. And McCullough belts that one a long way deep to left field, but just not quite enough. If he belts that one a little bit further, then he knocks Rush out. Rush now with a wild pitch. It goes behind the batter. Runners move up one base each, and it's now 6-2. And 2-0 now is the count on Rojek. And Rojek, despite having that lead, hits a little ground ball to short, and that does it. Tiny Bonham now comes back up. 6-2 ball game. 2-0 now the pitch on Lowry. There's a little bouncing ball over to Bascal, and that's the first out. It's a good play by Monty. 1-0 now the count on Roy Smalley. 1-1 there. A little foul ball down the right field line, and Westlake just not able to reach it. 1-2. There's another mistake that's fouled off, and another foul ball. And Tiny manages to get Smalley, and that's the second out. And here's a 0-2 pitch coming in on Walker. 1-2 now is the count on Walker. And he strikes out, and the catcher drops it, but tags him there in the box. Monty Bascal comes up now, at the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 now the count on Monty. Now it's 3-0 on him. And there's that good slider in there for a strike. 3-1, and Rush ends up losing him. I'm going to say Rush ends up losing him, and here comes Bonham up with the runner on first base. If we weren't up by 4, I'd bunt, but we are up by 4, so I'll swing away. 0-1, and they're looking maybe for the bunt. I don't know. I don't think it's worth bunting here. And Bonham beats out the throw, beats out the double play. It's the second time today that he's run just fast enough to beat out that double play. And 1-1 now is the count on Hop, and that one's fouled back. 1-2 now. Hop swings and misses and strikes out. There's 2 away. Here's Wally Junich, 2 for 3 now today. Not hitting so well this season, but good enough. 3-0 now the pitch on him. 3-1 as he fouls one back. And he hits a fair ball down the third base line. Bonham's looking at the coach, Honus Wagner, who is in the 1908 replay, who still hasn't played yet because he's been suspended. Wagner's probably thinking about that while he tells Bonham to stay, Tiny, stay. You're a little bit too big to be running around the places like this. And here comes Emil Kush to pitch for the Cubs. They don't want to pitch to Kiner in this situation, so they put him on. Bases loaded with Wally Westlake up. Westlake, a little bit of power. And we'll see what happens. Once we get to this bullpen, you never know what's going to happen. 6-2 Pirates, bases loaded, 2 outs. And that one is under Verban's glove there at second base. And we're going to keep the runners going. Go home, baby. Westlake will stay at first. Go. And this throw is short. Kiner takes third, first and third now. It is 8-2 Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates are starting to run away here with the National League. They're going to go to 7-0 unless something very dramatic happens in this one. And Castiglione finally grounds it to Verban, who gets his glove under the ball this time, able to make the play. And Verban, of course, starts off the inning and hits a fly ball there to Junich in center field. It's 1 away. And here is Bob Sheffing. And this makes me wonder here, was Sheffing the pitcher? I thought it was Kush. It was Kush. Sheffing here is the new catcher. I missed the double change, but no problem. Sheffing ends up walking, and here comes Phil Cavaretta now. Tiny Bonham just a little bit under 100 pitches today. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, having a good game. He gets Cavaretta to pop up. 2 away now, and is Frankie Gustine. There's ball 1 to Frankie. And it's 2-0 count now on him. And there's a little foul ball, 2-1. That one's hit to third base. And there we go, third to second for the force. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Little ground ball to Verban there, who makes the play this time, 1 away. And here comes Stan Rojek. And Rojek pops up, 2 away, pops up to the first baseman. Here comes Monty once again. And Monty hits one straight back to the pitcher, and that does it. Off to the top of the 8th we go. There's Andy Pafko now takes a ball. And another ball, 2-0 now the pitch on Pafko, and he pops that one up. And McCulloch just not able to get to that one. That one's fouled into McCulloch's glove. 2-2 now. Little ground ball over there to Bonham, and that's 1 away. We have 1 away here in the top of the 8th inning. Pirates 8, Cubs 2. And 2-0 now is the pitch on Jeffcoat. And he hits that over to Junich in center field. There's 2 away. Here comes Peanuts Lowry. Lowry ends up with a base hit, 3 for 4 game for Lowry, who's one of the very few Cubs who's hitting a 7th hit of the ball game for the Cubs. Roy Smalley now comes up, and the Cubs just can't seem to bunch these hits together. As the count now on Smalley is 3-1. That one's low, and he walks his man. Bonham, that is, walks him, and here comes Harry Walker up as a pinch hitter. We're not worried yet. We're not worried yet because we have such a big lead. 2-1 now is the pitch on Walker, and there's a little fly ball over to Junich, and he makes the catch in center field. Tiny Bonham, now he comes up to hit for himself. A little ground ball to third base. He winds up 2 for 3 today. Now is Johnny Hop. Johnny Hop, 1-1 pitch on him now, and takes that one for a strike 1-2. Fouls one back. That's hit to right center, and Jeffcoat's there to get it 2 away. Wally Junic now takes the ball. Ball 2 now in Junic. Little pop-up. Sheffing not quite able to get it. 2-2 now the pitch on Junic, and he fouls that one away. And this one is lined into right center field, and Junic gets the base hit. Is 4 for 5 today. Here comes Ralph Kiner. Now, if you watched the last Pirates game, you know Kiner had a late home run that put that one away. Let's see what Ralph does here. And just as I thought, there's Kiner with a home run over the left field wall, making it 10-2, putting this one all the way out of reach. This ball game was out of reach before. Now this game's really out of reach. There is no way that the Cubs can come back from this deficit. Ralph Kiner with home run number 5 on the season, having an excellent season so far in 1949. 5 home runs in 7 games. Pirates are going to go to 7-0. They are the best team in the National League. Westlake grounds out to Smalley at short, and I don't think anyone's paying attention. They're still buzzing out there about that home run by Ralph Kiner. Here's Verban with 0-2 count and 1-2 now on him. Now he goes to 2-2, but doesn't matter. I don't know if anybody cares whether it matters or not. The big man, Tiny Bonham, the full count on him, and he ends up walking for Bond. And here comes Bob Sheffing now. Sheffing lines one to Rojek at short, and he gets the throw over to first base in time to Johnny Hopp, and that does in Verban. And just like that, there are 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's Phil Cavarretta now 0 for 4 today. Cavarretta having a bad game. We let him off today because he was one of the few Cubs that had hits this season. Gets a base hit there, makes him 1 for 5, but still not what you want to see from the leadoff hole. There comes Frankie Gustine now. 2-1 now the count on Gustine. There is a little ground ball down the third base line. Bonham gets it, throws to Johnny Hopp at first base, and that is the end of that ball game. And I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button down below. Pirates now off to 7-0 start to begin this season, and you never know what will happen. I never would have thought that the 1949 Pittsburgh Pirates would be in this situation, and yet here we are. If you like that, hit the like button, subscribe. You'll see another video every day, including tomorrow. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.